leading advocate for our children through what it is that we're doing every day and what it is we believe. I hear so many kids, I work with a lot of school systems, common public schools and schools all over the country, and some of the mamas and daddies that come in, and the first thing they do, they jump on that baby. I thought I told you not to do that. You ain't nothing. I told you when we get home, I'll knock you out. I told you. And all of a sudden, I wonder, where are these kids getting this anger? See, parents, we got to understand that we are the catalyst for our children. They will only do what they know. They'll only do what they know. Powerful stuff. So now we have it here, this conditioning, and we have the F's. How many F's are there really? Three. Okay, some people say 3. What? 5, 4, 2, 7, 6, what? Well, how many? 5? You say 5, right? Okay. So how many? You got 5?
3.
You got 5? How many you get? 3. 3. Okay, got 3. All right, there we go. Okay, we can have an auction here. All right. Everybody will put some money on that. How much? How many did you say?
10.
You just not 2, not 3, not 8, but 10. Okay, that's all right, sister. Cool. How many?
None.
You didn't see any? Okay.
No, I said I didn't give y'all nothing.
You ain't giving me nothing. All right, I feel you. Okay, here's the deal. The correct answer is 7.
What?
7. All right? Now, I'm going to prove it to you. You guys ready? Put the mic down. Here we go. Put it back up. I want you to work with me here. Okay, here we go. Okay, you guys, everybody see that?
Are you ready for that?
How's that? Okay, ready? Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. 6. 7.
I missed it.
All right?
I got 5.
There you go. There you go. All right. Okay.
I said 7.
Okay. All right. Now.
Because we can't see who else.
I said 7.
Okay. Now, what's your why? Okay, couldn't see the L's, right? Anybody know why? Yes, ma'am.
Because you're counting all the big words, and you just totally missed the small of, and of. Those are the small words, and you just totally just couldn't see that.
Okay, so
I knew that, so I counted this up.
so it's the small. What's your name, ma'am?
Kimberly.
Kimberly. What's your last name?
Bibb, yeah.
Bibb? Okay, this is Dr. Bibb out of University of Harvard with her theory of it's the small things that matter. You get her book at her bookstore. All right, here we go. Doctor, great theory, okay? Anybody else? So you say that it's the L, small words, right? Anybody else? Want to give a theory as to why? Now, there's a lesson to this. I want to show you this. Somebody tell me why.
So we fail to see the small things.
Fail to see small things, okay? Okay?
Those small things.
Pardon me?
The small things that count.
It's the small things that count?
5 seconds.
Gave you 5 seconds. Okay, trying to beat the time. All right, all good theories and you're all right, but I want to know why was it that we missed the 7? Pardon me? You overlooked them? Okay. You guys want to know why?
Fear of time running out.
Okay, the fear of time. Okay. The reason why 98% of the people in the room did not see 7 F's was not because they weren't up there. It was because how it sounds. We always have heard of O-V because of, over and over and over again. To where when we put them up in this particular paragraph, even though they're there, we do not consciously see them. Isn't that powerful? Here's the lesson. Imagine that as a family. Imagine that as a child with great potential. And because of the environment, because of what we think we see and what we think we know, we can prejudge based on environment, based on economic status, based on what we think we know when it's not even the true reality. And we do it every single day. Now here's the thing, folks. I can come in here and tell you about changing your thinking. I can come in here and tell you about the power of the mind. But until you experience it, what I say doesn't mean anything. But you guys saw it. Some people are like, too. You guys were cocky, too. Some people are like, I said 4. I said 4. That's all I'm saying. I said 4, okay? Okay? Okay, Dr. Bibb, 5. And I gave her a PhD for that. You know what I mean? You know, very good though. But here's the lesson. Isn't that amazing? And you know what that mental blind spot is? It's called a satoma, which means we think we see it, but it's not even there. That's powerful stuff. That's real life stuff. So as parents and as families, do we got to think inside the box or outside the box? Got to think outside the box, folks, because a lot of us are trapped in this thing called the box. There's a movie came out called The Matrix. They said, is it the red pill or the blue pill? Morpheus. What do we have right there, folks? Got a box, right? Just is anything special about it? Just an average box, right? It's a cube, okay? We got to think inside the cube or outside the cube in life. Got to think outside the cube. See, good families always think outside the cube. See, the way we dealt with kids in 1950 is not the way we deal with kids in 2005 because kids are different. We're dealing with Hummers, Spinners, Blunts, MTV, BET, you know, AT&T. I don't know. We're dealing with a lot of different stuff. So we got to deal with kids differently because it's a new generation. See, we've got to learn to bend but not to break. You've got to be adaptable. Because what happens, you know what times we become adultified, we go so far in life and we park. Which means we don't want to know what the kids are doing. I know every rap CD that's out. I know every country CD that's out because I travel all over. So when I go down to Southeastern Ohio, I can tell you from Garth Brooks to Leon Rhymes, I can tell you what's hot, what's not hot, who got kicked off a Grand Ole Opry. I can tell it all. I got to be in the mix. I got to be in it to win it. I can break it down: drama, opera, classical, Beethoven, Bach, Chopin. I can do it all. I used to play the cello. So I try to be versatile because some audiences I go into, I got to be able to adapt. Got to be ready to move. So we look at this box, and we got to be willing to think outside the box. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to work with me. I want you to take this box and I want you to concentrate on that first square. Just look directly in there. And the box will flip. When the box flips, I just want you to raise your hand. When it flips for you, just raise your hand. There it goes. There it is. There it is. Bam, bam, bam. Just like popcorn. Flipping. It's flipping. Is it flipping for people? Flipping right there. There it goes. The box is, there it is. Flipping it. There it is. Flipping in and in and out. In and in and out. Okay? That's okay. It's not flipping for her. Takes some time sometimes. But you know what the amazing thing about the box and the box not flipping is the box didn't flip for many of us until I told you that it could. See, for many of our families, many of our children, in order for us to become better families and for our children to become better, we have to tell them that it's possible that they can make it. And if they know that it's possible they can make it, they can do anything in life that they want to do. They can be anything they want to be. They can go anywhere they want to go. I'm going to be doing some work here soon with the Muhammad Ali Center and in Louisville, Kentucky. And see, the great thing about being able to meet Ali is the fact that I look at his life, I look at the family he came from, and I look at the fact that he believed enough in himself that he could be the greatest fighter that has ever put on the gloves. And to this day, there's nobody who's ever been greater. All by his belief level. And those people who are successful in life will be the ones who can think about it and go to the top of the mountain peak. That's what Dr. King talked about. See, anything you do in life, you got to do it with the spirit of excellence. And see, the thing about it is, life isn't all what you see. You got to paint your own picture sometimes. You look at this, what do you see? What you got there? You got a lady.
A witch.
A witch. This young man sees a witch. Anybody see a beautiful lady? Yeah, somebody sees a beautiful lady, like an Ava Gardner. Huh? What about somebody sees an old lady? Okay, you see a feather. What do you see? Old lady. You see a young lady? Anybody see both?
Yeah.
See, there's an old lady there, there's a young lady there. Life is all about how you look at it. And looking at life in one way and looking at life in another way, those people who have successful families look at life in a positive way. Not saying you're not going to have negative situations, but you've got to be willing to look at it from a different perspective. But see, in this picture, you have an old lady, you have a young lady, then you have a banana. See, if you go up here and you go like that, that now becomes a banana. Huh? But then you go up there and what else do you see? Some people say that this little piece right here looks like the outline of a praying mantis. Okay? Then some people say, well, there's a little boy hanging upside down. You go right here, you look at the eye. See that little boy right there? One arm here, one arm there. One arm is longer than the other. And then somebody says, well, God, there's a beaver in there. There's a river otter in there. Well, if you go right here, see this right here? See this piece right here? See the quills right there? And the face and the leg? See it right there? Looks like a porcupine, doesn't it?
Oh, my goodness.
See? Here's the deal. Just because you can't see greatness in your family, just because you can't see greatness in children, doesn't mean that it's not there. Sometimes you got to look, sometimes you got to build, sometimes you got to know that you know that you know that it's there to make it happen. See, that's the most incredible thing about life, is you got to be willing to know that it's possible. Okay? Now, what have you learned from this? What have you learned? Yes?
There's many different ways of looking at it.
Many different ways to look at things, yes? Okay? What else did we learn?
Don't judge the book by its cover.
Cannot judge a book by its cover. What else did we learn?
We have to praise our children.
We have to praise our children. Okay? But here's the thing. That not only do we have to praise our children, parents, mothers, fathers, counselors, administrators, we have to be willing to praise ourselves. Because, you know, in this profession, we give so much to other people that we are unwilling to praise ourselves. And every day you look in the mirror. You ever look in the mirror? And if you ever get ready in the morning, you know, you get ready, you kind of looking in the mirror, and then one day, you're looking in the mirror, and then all of a sudden, you're kind of looking in the mirror, and you're looking at yourself, and you're like, I love y'all. Anybody ever did that? I mean, come on, man, be real. Who's ever did that before? You guys looking at me, yeah, I just did it this morning, tweeted. Yeah, see, you look in the mirror, you kind of looking one morning, you kind of like, man, especially if you're about to go out or something, you go to church, you just looking good that day, right? And you're looking in the mirror, you kind of looking at yourself like, oh, man, I look good today. I know I'm looking good. I mean, you know, you got to do that every single day. Every day that you grow up, every day that you're breathing, every day that you grow up, you know, watch out now. Be cool. You got to get the kids when they're young. You got to get them, see? I'll put you up on stage. Think about this. You got to praise yourself every single day. And I think that if we're able to do that, that this world, this universe, God is going to give us everything that we need.